get my money up. I got my dogs inside the function, so I'm never fucking up. I got my money in my bank, though all these fuckboys, I don't come here with some move. I need to get my bread up, cop a P, fly through the roof. Slap a 50 round inside the Glock, that I get rude. I don't give a fuck about your feelings, what you do. Like honey, here too, hold up, I just need my petty up. I stack it up, ain't never enough. Got camo, change it backwards. Shorty can't he come fuck with us. I made it out then backwards. And he get high, ran it up. Yokohama, the photo. I ain't sitting on blades when I scrape. You can roll up, no way that ain't no fade. I be paid, I be hold up. I spit all in on bitch face. And that's how that dictates. I hit it and I slide out the city. Hot box in the whip. Got the devil, got it with me while I'm still kicking crazy fucking hell in this bitch. I be damned if I can handle these shrooms. I said, bitch, I be crossed every day. I hear this shit out. I be here like, who let me on this stage? I'm rude. I'm a heavyweight. I do what I do, cause I'ma do it anyway. Like, who gonna stop me? It's not you, my mama can't. I be too high, feel like I took a shot of Novocaine. Got my teeth grinding while the beat, while I'm talking shit. Like, whoa, I'm curb stomping foes. Hoes bird watching while I'm rocking, I'm a roll. Blunts in the whip, got 150, I'm on go. Smoke it up, then go back. Got dope beside the duffel. Chillin' with shit you wish you had, but bitch, you down bad. Every day feel like Christmas when you win and hit that shuffle. I'm whip it JDM, CF6 on bag. She drop it, hit that wobble. The Draco in that trunk, tuck tight, and can chop her. I make the wrong move, now you can't kick it. I toss my homie, that big catch, I hit it. Red dots so quick on the stick with my bitch, and I'm whipping my sticky young bitch. Tryna talk it out, but he ain't running, listen, so I rock the mama. Cock it out, but super boom to get my money up. I got my dogs inside the function, so I'm never fucking up. I got my money in my bank, though all these fuckboys, I don't come here with some move.
you time, but I'm impatient.
please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Drop your links to your tracks below this tweet, and we'll listen to them live on YouTube at 8 p.m. EST. Times are subjective to change. Melmige Monday is super fun. I hope to see you there. Please come and check. We're super chill. And Melmige, she's so awesome. Awesome. If you check the link in his SoundCloud, you can find his Discord server. We all have a good time there. Come on down.
What's happening? What's going on, guys? How we doing tonight? How are we doing on this fine Monday evening? Melmige Monday evening. Let me tell you guys, it's a fucking crazy world out there. Alright? Crazy world out there. And fortunately for us, why is Chrome not showing up? What the fuck? Huh? Okay, that's gonna be a problem. What do you mean real job? You work at Dave & Buster's. They literally print their own cars with the points. Bro, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Hold on. One second. Let's see here. Window capture. Add source. New source. Window. Chrome. There we go. Okay, it's over top of everything. But I don't know what happened there, but fortunately for us, we've got it back. Give me 1 second and it won't be covering literally everything else. Well, would you look at that? Stream is back to normal, I mean. I pledge allegiance to the swag of the United Hustlers on the grind. A fucking man, brother. Bro got hijacked. Yeah, stream got, I got a DDoS attack. Oh, real job. So the bit is, this is an older bit. So for a while, I had a $100 donation goal, and at the $100 donation goal, I would give things away. Now the problem is, unfortunately, I got wrapped up in things kind of progressing a little too fast, and I became very inconsistent with the giveaways, and I decided, you know what, I don't want to be somebody that promises things that I cannot deliver on, right? So I'm going to take that away for now, and we're not going to have giveaways for a little bit while I kind of figure out how to navigate this sort of newfound platform, right? So I changed it as a meme to my rent, and the donation goal lasts for 30 days. So in my mind, I was like, if I make my rent in 1 month off of streaming, then it's a real job. That was the bit. And unfortunately, I haven't found a better donation goal since then, so the bit has just kind of been perpetuated for a while now. So that being said, all that out of the way and the stream looking back to normal again, well, hold on, hold on. You can't see the title of the song. That's a problem. Ohio State game on? Good luck, brother. Hold on, let's fix this. I feel crazy. Why is this not doing what I want it to do? One second. Okay, hold on. So if we make it big, now we can see the title of the song and the cover art. That's really what we want. You know what I mean? Okay, is that a bit better? Cool. Don't hate me, but I don't have Twitter. Can I submit from the stream chat? So the stream chat will get rid of your link. It'll mark it as spam. But if you have any other social media, let me know and we can kind of work something out. Anyways, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. We're going to have a wonderful evening listening to some great music that you all have submitted. I'm very, very excited. As always, there are $5 line skips if you would like to skip the line. It is the best and easiest way to support the channel if that's something that you're into and you like the things that I do as a content creator. So yeah, without further ado, let's start the night off with Lil Wet Wet with Grain. Oh shit, we might want to move this a little bit since it's a YouTube video. All right, let's do it. Melmige Monday begins. That's shirt is awesome. Trying to donate, but says something went wrong. Oh no! Song and video are crazy. Every Lil Wet Wet video goes so hard. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with both of those statements. And the thing about Lil Wet Wet's video here, and the thing about the directing and the editing about these videos, because yeah, the song is fantastic. I really love this super sharp vocal mix. I like how fast paced everything is, how sharp and stuttery everything is. It's a very indulgent sound, right? And I think how the music video reflects these things is a lot of Pattern's directing and editing kind of emphasizes these sort of like jagged, very very, hey, thank you so much. I got you up next. Evil melmige be like points the opposite direction of the screen in front. Dude, I point the opposite because my camera's mirrored. So I'm pointing to the left right now. But it, you know what I mean? But you have these very, very quick, brief flashes of like these nightlife vignettes and almost emotional silhouettes, rather than you know, hanging on to one image or one frame or one idea for too long. The video is very rapid fire. It moves from idea to idea to idea. Everything is kind of obstructed, kind of obscured, and I think that lack of clarity does a good job of emphasizing the erratic nature of the song, how things sound. And so you've got a really cool multimedia presentation here where both the song and the video are essentially emphasizing and accentuating one another. And that's a difficult thing to accomplish sometimes. So send my link on Instagram. Hell yeah, got you. And then we got Spoder up next, Saturn's Construct. But yeah, fantastic video and song. Jesus, sorry. Okay. Let's yeah, the fit was hard. Patterns is always just got that shit on. What am I doing wrong here? Do I need to make this even bigger? Okay. This is better. It's a little awkward, but it's a better look. Anyways, Love for Venus. Let's do it. Hey, not a hero. God, I look so pale. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I look haunting. Better. I just checked my account and $30 disappeared. I just checked my account and $30 disappeared. PayPal better. Oh my god. PayPal better give me that shit. PayPal historically has been pretty. They have a decent like refund protection as far as I'm aware. But I don't know. I hope you get your money back. Hey, Chrissy White. $5. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Just like Mars, it was considered to be a world which may harbour life.
New concept album where aliens are using the planets as metaphors for emotion while they study the humans from the skies. This one is for love, a burning but pleasurable feeling. You know, which is, I think, a good idea to go off of. I mean, even the lyrics here, it'll burn your skin off, it feels your touch, I believe I love it, when my eyes peel out of my sockets, I believe it, feel it, do you feel its love? You know, it's not exactly too hard of an idea to grasp, that love, although generally a positively impactful thing on our lives, could also be a little painful. Be hurt a little bit, burn a little bit. And I like your presentation here. You know, classic Saturn, that was gas, just like the gas in the atmosphere on Venus. But, you know, I like the idea here. I like that you continually go for very high conviction in your concepts. You stick to it. You have a commitment to the narrative and the visual narrative that you want to evoke here. And I like it here. I like this damp, watery vocal mix. As always, your vocals feel super obscured into the atmosphere, and I like that a lot. I think it's a really nice continual asset that you use. Hey, Brecken, how you doing? And then I think that your delivery here is nice. I like that the instrumental is a little peppier, a little poppier. You know, it's not so downtrodden and muddy. It kind of feels a little bouncy, a little bright, a little poppy. And I wish it is a good reflection of the emotions of the track as well. This is a super cool sound, man. I like this. I like this quite a bit. Quite a bit. And then up next. We've got Drunk Sex from Crazy White. Let's do it. Thank you all for being here. It's made my day. I was having a bad day, and no, I'm not. I'm not gonna lie, this is fun as hell. Melmige Monday is a great time. Here's the thing. People get their songs played, they stick around afterwards. You can't find that nowhere else. Sent through IG, I got you. Melmige Monday is my favorite part of Monday. What else would there be?
Drunk red mixes with the drunk sex and I'm possessed. My stress can't process when you're crawling up in my bed. Soft sex from your ex on your iPhone. Do you still talk to him? What do I know? Ever since I've been questioning your eye rolls. Am I just another body to damsels? Your lips don't taste like mine. I hope I'm not the sub. Still healing from your lies. I need some peace of mind. I'm the one left behind. I've cut too many times. Don't know where you'll decide. Will our love live or die? Waking up, shaking, aching, feeling like I'm fading from the pain. And you were making, always taking up a placement on my brain. I wish was vacant, pacing back and forth with Satan, waiting. But I'm too impatient, so I pop this medication. Person, not creation, think I need a long vacation. From your complications, I forgot to say I hate it. Every time you leave me wasting time that I was making. When you never made occasions, texting numbers you left nameless. When you talk to him, I cover up my feelings about it. I don't want you to hate me, but this jealousy, hell I'm surrounded. I lost my way and never found it. Triple X on the bottle, sipping ounces. My pain, my pain, my pain.
We'll get a Stellar versus Crazy White in the chat here. Drop your support for whose opinion you prefer more. Crazy versus Stellar cage match on the way.
So I'll text from your ex on your iPhone. Do you still talk to him? What do I know? Ever since I've been questioning your rivals. Am I just another body to your damsel?
Nice. You know, it's funny. Not that I'm even doing this on purpose, but given that what is playing? Sorry, I'm so used to listening to private tracks on here that I just expect it to end. You know, I don't expect a song to play afterwards. But it's funny because, you know, given the name of the song, you know, drunk sex. I was gonna say the song feels kind of sobering. The tone of the song is sobering, which, you know. Thought that was funny, but whatever. My point is I think that the drier mixes that you have on your vocals here, even when you take the harmonies and you take maybe the more layered and sort of melody oriented vocal tracks here, you still have a pretty dry, straightforward, centered mix here. And the instrumental being so atmospheric and being a little damper, you have a nice contrast there. But everything feels very bleak and kind of icy in the atmosphere, which I think is a good reflection of the emotions that you're trying to evoke here, and then the narrative that you're kind of trying to tell. Because I think that the contrast of the dry vocals and the kind of like spacey, icier mix is really cool. It's a super kind of gloomy track, and I think not the Peep allegations. All these white boys trying to be Peep. Man, I can't. I remember I think Low People's trying to be Crazy White. That's a bold statement. A bold statement from Crazy White here. Somebody screenshot that. We'll see how that ages. Crazy calling people out in his stream for dry mixes and gets absolutely told by Mel on stream. Well, a dry mix is not a bad thing. What are we talking about here? A mix being dry is not a critique. And actually, I would say that way too many people are too reliant on hiding behind room space, thickening, and processing because they're not confident in their vocals. They're scared of a dry mix because there's less to hide behind. So calling a mix dry is not an inherently negative critique. Almost all of my mixes are dry because my songs don't necessitate. I don't know. Did my donation actually go through at all or no? No, I have a donation tonight from Spoder and from Crazy White. I do not. Hold on. I mean, I can check PayPal, but Streamlabs is letting me know that I did not get a donation. But I can check real quick. Maybe I just didn't see it on Streamlabs. No, unfortunately, I'm not seeing it. I do not know what happened there. I'd rather be a Peep clone than a Glaive clone without a good voice. Who is that an accusation towards? That feels personal. But anyways, yeah, it's great track, very icy, very pensive. And then up next, we have got Wretch with Something Living. Let's do it. Oh, real guttural vocal tag there. Diesel, I got you up next, man. Appreciate it. First channel donation. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. Nice. You know what? Actually, we can kind of piggyback off of the last conversation, being that this is sort of aesthetically the inverse of the Crazy White mix, being that the drums here, super dry, super stuttered, and sharp trap hi-hats are a nice contrast to this kind of like psychedelic, roomy, and dampened vocal mix here. So you have kind of the inverse. We're flipping the idea of that on its head a little bit, because it's a good contrast. You know, I think that, you know, it might sound simple just to say this part is wet and then this part is dry. But when you introduce these high contrasts and textures into your tracks, it's ear catching. The listener recognizes that as something satisfying because there's things not just kind of happening individual of each other or at the same time, but they're interacting. You know, different parts of the song are interacting in some way, which is very important. Because it makes the song dynamic. It makes the song and the presentation of it a little bit more nuanced. But I like these kind of dark psychedelic trap vibes. I think that this super weary and almost kind of slurred tone in your voice works well here for the production. And I appreciate that your vocals just kind of flow and blend from one line to the next without much emphasis on separation between lines. You know, it feels very indulgent and psychedelic, which is cool. But yeah, it's a good track. I like the psych trap sound, and I think you pull it off pretty well. Dark vibes go hard, yeah, for sure. Made it back in September, and I barely knew what I was doing. Oh yeah, good job. You said my song last week had dry drums and made me put a little reverb, LMAO. I usually put like almost nothing on. Well, I mean, the thing is like I said, dry is not always an insult. So please don't take it as such. But anyways, we got Where's the Light featuring Bleaky from DZ Digital. Maybe. Oh, there it is.
I'm trying to find out where the light is. Kind of find I got the touch like Midas. I got depression, that's a mine. Up in the night, I don't wanna take a silent. Up in the night, can't sleep, I got tinnitus. Don't wanna be leaving her, I'm sick of trying. Would this be easier?
Almost forgot? Well, I'm glad you didn't.
You see another side, know what you see in me. That's what I'm being me. So many sides to see of me. So please excuse my BPD. It's just a PSA, this is my thesis. So you can see the pain, diet for reason. Begins to pick up rate. Me and Petro on the beat, make you syncopate. I was caught like a deer in headlights. No fear, finally made it at the red light. What's the point of even looking for a lie? No point, I didn't see it in the side. Even if the things you said about me are right, you still think I'm fly. Don't wanna see you if you're basic. No, I can't see you need it. Kinda find out where the light is. Kinda find out I got the touch like Midas. I got depression, that's a minus. Up in the night, I don't wanna take your side. I don't know what you see in me. That's what I'm being me. So many sides to see of me. Please excuse my BPD. It's just a PSA, this is my thesis. You can see the pain, diet for reset. I won't go down without a fight. Can't go down without a fight. I won't go down without a fight. Can't go down without a
His pops called me melmige. Wow, you told your dad about me? Wow, really?
About me, alright. You still think I'm fly. Don't wanna see you if you're basic. No, I can't see you need lace. Find out where the light is. Got the touch like Midas. I got depression, that's a minus. Up in the night, I don't wanna take your side. Don't know what you see in me. That's what I'm being me. This is my thesis. You can see the pain, diaphoresis.
Mel is short for Melon. Unfortunately, another much more popular music-based YouTuber has taken and capitalized upon the Melon nickname, so you know, you can't make those jokes. This doesn't work. It takes precedent, you know? It does. We've got to come up with a different nickname. Then again, I guess Mel is the nickname, right? Like, that's already kind of what the nickname is. You know, people hardly call me melmige. I hear that guy out with the cat ears, you keep blasting on your Yamahas. You know what? That's kind of what I strive to be, you know? You know, if somebody out there's dad is being like, hey, who's the guy with cat ears you're blasting on the Yamahas? You know, I think that I've kind of made it to some degree. Mel is short for YNW Melly. That is true. Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. Song was so fire. Yeah, its song had a lot of really cool textures going on in it, which, you know, is due in part to Deezo's production being very indulgent, very digital, and over the top. Hi, Deezo Digital, get it? I didn't even do that on purpose. Drop the M and just call you L. That's a shortening of a shortening. You know what I mean? We're taking, hey, melmige is now Mel because nobody wants to say melmige, and Mel's more of affectionate. It's like there's a familiarity involved in the name. You know what I mean? You don't call someone you don't know a nickname. Elmige, that's a mean one. Don't say that. Don't let that catch on. Nobody let Elmige catch on. You better not. That better not be a thing. That's way too clever, and it makes me upset that you thought of it because it's good. It's a funny one. But don't do it. Don't continue to say that. But yeah, no, I like that the song is heavily textured. I like how buzzy and beepy it is, and I like your delivery here. It's kind of lower toned, lower energy, which, you know, the production kind of makes up for. Oh no, the Mel haters got ammo now. Dude, what Mel haters? You know what I mean? Here's the thing. I'm not saying that I am infallible and immune to any sort of criticism. No one's immune to criticism, especially not me. That being said, I don't think I have a large enough audience. Like, is somebody really getting on Twitter and being like, when is it time that we admit that melmige was never good? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who's saying that? Maybe when I've got as the audience grows, so does the subset of people that do not like the content that you create, right? And see, here's the thing. Most of my YouTube videos get 100% likes. Not because they're perfect videos that nobody would ever hate, but not enough people are watching them to dislike them. You know what I mean? So essentially, what I'm saying here is let's bury this Elmige thing. Let's nip it in the bud. That way it doesn't catch on and kind of later come back to haunt me. You guys don't want to do that to me, right? Changing my name to Elmige on Twitter right now, fucked up. I'll be starting Twitter beef soon, fucked up. Edit that clip to say let Elmige catch on, fucked up. Okay, Elmige, all right, okay. I see Mel big enough to have a whole cult of Mel haters. I can see it happening. I can definitely see. Maybe it's just projection. Maybe it's my own insecurities. But I can see people not liking the things that I do. I think that's not a totally unheard of thing. You know what I mean? That being said, let's not dwell on possibilities and what ifs. Dwelling on the what ifs makes us forget how beautiful the present is. And they call it the present because it's a gift. So let's watch this Azibug. I think you're likable. That means a lot. Thanks. Hater means you made it. Yeah, sure. I agree with that. Now, to be fair, some people have haters for totally justified reason. But hey. I think anybody hating on the MELMIGE just doesn't really get it. They're upset they're not on the in group like us. Anyways, this is a really cool opening frame, by the way. I like this. I like this whole Mother Mary thing. I'll be your first hater. That means a lot. Thank you. Dude, chainmail is so cool. You know what I mean? Chainmail is the coolest armor, I think. Chainmail. When? You guys are on a roll tonight. This is a really cool video. This is a high production value. I feel like so many of your music videos have this sort of like fun kind of like DIY sort of aesthetic. So this high production value is a cool little I guess things shift in visuals, shift in editing. This is really cool. Hey, Thornmail. Another Thornmail song. Okay. But no, I like this a lot. I think that the visuals here, I can't talk. The visuals here are really cool. I like it a lot. I love these sort of like varying vocal deliveries here, because you know the song very, and with the video as well, very occulty sort of imagery, very dark. And I think being fixated on that and emphasizing it through the song as well, you have these very shrill kind of like choral vocals, you know what I mean? It sounds like a choir. It sounds, you know, like a hymn in a way. But then you also have these sort of like raspy or hushed kind of whisper delivery. And so, you know, you're sort of emphasizing those things through the video. And it's really cool. I liked it a lot. I thought a lot of the imagery was really well thought out. I liked how the video was edited and shot. And the song as well is really cool. It has the kind of tense, eerie vibe that you were going for. And it's also well written. A lot of cool standout lines. This is awesome. This is really cool. And then up next. Instantly my favorite song of yours. Yeah, it's pretty high up there for me. I'm a big fan of this. I think it's a big step up. You know what I mean? Not that you were ever producing you know, an output of songs or videos or whatever that, you know, weren't good. But I think that that song specifically shows high commitment to your creative vision. And I think that you execute it with the most tact that I have seen from you. Super cool. Anyways, we got Thornmail, Epitome of Failure. Actually, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm sure I'll be told eventually. Let's hit it. Talk to me.
Don't get too close.
I can make you feel that you're worth my time. I can help you see that there's more to life. I'd never push you to the side. Just picture you and me, immortalized, yeah. To see you smiling could be enough for me. In a world so cold, I'll be your company, yeah.
Man, a lot of music videos tonight. Damn, we got a king one too. I love music videos. I love when you guys send me music videos.
Maybe I could be your shoulder to lean on. I'd like to know you, so can we talk? Won't you talk, won't you talk, won't you talk to me?
Some people would be me right now. They don't know I'm tuning in on Monday. Tell them to join the stream too. Everyone tell your friends to submit and join the stream. Tell everybody you know. We need these streams to be bigger. We've plateaued. We need a larger audience. We need to build the army.
Tears are falling down, but you don't have to cry. I don't wanna drown, but the water's rising high. No one else around, I'm struggling to climb. I slip and hit the ground, thinking maybe you were right. It's supposed to be me and you, now it's just me and a bottle of two, no clue.
I'll tell John Pork. Thanks, Carter. I knew that I could count on you.
I wonder where you at. I miss your skin, I don't wanna face facts. Where do I begin since I have to leave life?
Dude, I was gonna get a co-host tonight, but I was like, it's the day of. So next week there will be a co-host. I promise you. I haven't done a co-host since. Was Garden the last one, or was it Thayer? We'll get it, Scoob. We'll get it done. Nice. I don't know. I'm loving this new path because listen, I know that Carl has a history with metalcore and the sort of surrounding scenes way back when. And so I know that he's got a lot of love for that sound, and I'm excited to kind of hear him diving a bit more into this sort of metal territory. Obviously, not all of it is completely dedicated to that. There's honestly some trap influence in this. There's some nice kind of like ambient influence in this as well. So it's not just metal, but that being said, it's leaning more towards that in that direction than anything else, and it's really cool. The vocals on this are really nice. I like the emotion behind them. There's a driving passion to them, and a sort of pleading tone to them almost that works really, really well. Especially when those big chunky guitars kick in, the atmosphere builds up and it swells. And then Epitome of Failure is also a really good addition to this track as well. I think that higher toned kind of sharper, crispier vocal mix works well in contrast to the more sort of cleanly mix that Carl has going on here. But it's well produced. I like the sound of it. I like all the vocal performances on it as well. It's a really cool sound, and it already feels very developed. It already feels very fulfilled in that way. And so I feel like this project can really only go up from a very nice starting point and a nice precedent being set here. Super cool, man. Super, super, super cool. Does that logo fucks? It does. Excuse me. And then up next, we've got Melody of Memory from Scoob, produced by Benji the Machine and Lightwork. Let's do it. Cool. Share my college discussion post. Okay. This crop's weird.
Never
Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts influence is ever so subtly injected a little bit into every single one of Scoop's tracks, to varying degrees of apparency. No, I like this a lot. You and Benji are always a fantastic duo here, and kind of bringing light work into the mix here as well. Some people were just born with the voice for the style. I'm gonna have to agree here. Scoob's voice and the production here are a match made in heaven. I really like how bright and poppy and just sparkly everything is here, but also there is a certain like metallic edge to the production that I think works really well with your voice here. It's very apparent in the beginning. It kind of stutters in very abruptly, and it's a cool sound. I like it a lot. I think that it mixes well with your voice, and I think it makes the track feel a lot more dynamic, especially your vocals. You're kind of crooning a little bit. It's more melody oriented. You're slowing the pace a little bit, and so I think having that jagged, erratic nature of the production mesh with maybe a bit more of a calmer vocal delivery is a really cool sound. Not gonna lie, I thought that was a Soul Eater for like 2 seconds until I realized it was Kingdom Hearts. You got Soul Eater on the brain, brother. No, I get that. But yeah, this is really cool. I think this is great. One of my favorites that I've heard from you recently. And then up next. Who is up next? Actually, I already know who's up next. It's Mugizora with Ignorance. Oh, less than a minute long. Let's do it. Oh, dude, I'm super stoked to hear more Midwest emo Scoobert. Scoob has got maybe a perfect Midwest emo voice. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, so in tune with that sound. It's perfect. It sounds beautiful. Every Midwest emo song that I've heard from Scoob sounds like it came out 15 years ago. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, little melmige in the related tracks. Oh my god, that's crazy. Anyways, Midwest Scoobert.
I still taste it on your lips. Now you're everything I hate. They say ignorance is bliss. I'll be shaking in the whip and staying up far too late. I don't wanna know a thing. I just wanna clear my head. Never think a thing again. And I still miss all my friends to whom I'll never speak again. I just hope that you remember.
It's just so cozy. All right. A little short and sweet song. I'm used to hearing them from Mugizora, though. I'm not a type of song I would loop for like 6 hours straight. Yeah, no, I can see that. There's a certain, pensive tone to it. The song is gorgeous to listen to. I wonder where the extended version, where the extended edition to this is. Yeah, the extended edition's about a minute and a half. No, I do wish this song continued on longer. I love it. I think you do such a good job of establishing the super pensive, small, kind of gentle vibe here. The guitar is super gentle and delicate. Your vocals are hushed and almost not even there with how kind of pushed down that delivery is. And I love it. It sounds great. Your voice here is beautiful. I love kind of how the mix just kind of sits in like a natural mid-range rather than too much work on really anything involved here. And it's awesome. I love it. This is so pretty. I think you do a fantastic job, and I would love to hear, I don't know, a longer version of this. And I get it, it feels complete at 58 seconds. But man, oh man, I could just listen to this all night. We need a 3-hour long version. We do. Someone do that. Someone do SoundCloud to MP3, rip this, make a 3-hour long version. Slap it up on YouTube, monetize it. Don't share any of the profits. Yeah, but no, I love it. And the writing on it's very nice as well. Who's up next? Brother, I think it's Soulfade up next. With Out on the Run. Wait, true. Yeah, I think there's a listen. Listen, I'm gonna show you guys something. Don't do this, by the way. This is a joke. Don't do this. This song, brother, I went to Hiroshi's SoundCloud page. I went SoundCloud to mp3.com and I copy pasted that link right in there, ripped it. It's funny. Hirosha, me and Hirosha are very close. We've known each other for a long time. And Hirosha was like, any of my beats that you want to use, just let me know. And I'll email you the wave file. And I was like, yeah, sure. I will 100% let you know. And then I just ripped them off to SoundCloud anyways. I don't know what my problem is. Maybe I'm just embarrassed to ask. But no, I just ripped that shit right off. I'm not saying you should do that, but I'm just saying I think it's funny that I did instead of just asking for the beat. I want to produce for someone else someday. That'd be cool. Honestly, just ask people. Send them beats. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm not a producer, but I have worked with people before. And all of the people that I've worked with because I asked them to. I said, hey, you want to do something together? I like your work. I think my work isn't too bad either. Want to work on something together? And it's worked out sometimes. Sometimes it hasn't, which is fine. I don't always get what I ask for. I'm not expecting that every time. But hey, a lot of the time people have said yes. And so, join the melmige Discord, drop some beats in one of the channels that it's, I guess, appropriate to drop them in. I don't know what that would be, but it's one of them. And say, hey, if anybody wants to use these beats or something similar, let me know and maybe we can work something out. The melmige YouTube Discord server, the Mige Cord, is a great place to meet new people, either just to be friends with or work with, have a working professional relationships with. Anyways, Sulfade, out on the run. It's fun to do bad things. Yeah, sure. But I want context here, Bad things like stay up too late past your bedtime, or bad things like immoral crimes. Beat got me in an anime edit. Dude, that's so real. This shit got me in a ReZero fan cam. This shit got me in a Your Lie in April fan edit. A little cap cut, if you will. This shit got me in a fucking... Ended up getting a bit sick afterwards because of you recorded it, or was it just unrelated? This shit got me in a YouTube AMV of the Silent Voice suicide scene. Unrelated. I get that. Yo, what's up? 2 of the songs that I've released in the past 2 months were recorded when I had a cold. So I get that. That's kind of real, honestly. No, this is great. I love this. Where's the Discord link? That is a great question. I don't think there's any mods in the channel right now, in the stream right now. So I'm going to have to do that hard manual labor myself and pop a link in this bad boy. But don't worry. Should not take too long. And I will, hopefully the link should pop up where this is my channel and I make the rules, because normally it filters links as spam. But let's see it. 1, 2, 3, go. Did everybody see that? If you can see that, and if you do see that, join the Discord. It's a lot of fun. We're a very peaceful, not crazy, active all the time Discord, but we're all very nice. The hard manual labor of a real job. The hard manual labor of being a chat moderator for the melmige Monday YouTube stream. Moderating all 15 people is a really difficult task to undertake. Sulfate, I like this a lot, man. I really love your vocal delivery here, and I love it on top of this production. these kind of like climbing and then in turn cascading digital melodies you have here with these synths are awesome, and I think you sound great on top of them, especially with this super ethereal hypnotic mix and delivery combo. Those high notes, they're piercing and sharp, cutting through the mix. It sounds really nice, and I like the writing a lot, kind of continuing on with this sort of gloomy, almost bordering on macabre a narrative. I know last time maybe it was a little bit more involved in that, but I think here you still get some dark imagery. It feels very heavy. It's a really cool vibe, a really cool sound, and I think that you execute it very nicely. I get paid $20 an hour to post the Discord link once every 2 hours. Well, you're slacking on the job then, brother. I have not seen it a single time. It was connected, yeah. But yeah, I like the aesthetic. I like the kind of style and sound that you're going for, and I can't wait to hear more of it. All right. Get paid $20 an hour. Dude, that's more than I get paid. Mel's gonna fire me, guys. Brother, I do not. Your name is not in blue. People don't believe Carter. This guy is not a mod. He's an impersonator. He's impersonating mods. I should probably. I don't think I see. Here's the thing. I modded people because I kind of thought it was funny. But they do, they do help out for sure, and I appreciate them. But also, I don't really know if I don't really need a mod. I will say this though. One time when I had Garden on and when I had Thayer on, and there was a ton of people in the stream because I was co-hosting with them, the mods were very, very helpful because there were a lot of there's bots and then a lot of just generally displeasurable people. Imagine collecting unemployment because you got fired from your YouTube stream mod job. Yeah, I'm at the social services office. And they ask the question, they're like, is your unemployment by your choice or have you been fired? Is it out of your control? And I'm like, oh, it's out of my control. I had a job, but I lost it. I was unduly fired. I lost it. I was let go. And they're like, okay, what was your previous employer? I was like, oh, do you ever heard of Melmige Monday? Well, I was his mod until he fired me. Cold-hearted. Kicked me out. Gave me the boot. Right out the office. And they're like, okay, well, your unemployment, your monthly payment will match the payout of your previous occupation. What was this Melmige Monday paying you? It's like, oh, nothing. No, not even a little bit. I think I was actually losing money taking on the job. Anyways, this is a Zips track, Ghost Girl. It's Carter's submission because we got some vocals here from Carter. This is my first time doing alt-rock shoegaze. Critique would be greatly appreciated. I can go hard on this bitch if you want. I'll take the gloves off and I'll critique you as objectively and harshly as I can. I can do it. I'll do it, man. Don't even worry about a thing. Let's do it. Yeah, we'll talk about it. I know you're not exactly very experienced when it comes to doing vocals, and so I understand that it can kind of be a little intimidating to share that. But I'm glad you're doing it. You're venturing out of your the comfort of your bubble.
Turning side streets, getting colder by the lake. Tossing, turning, this is what you wanted from the start. All I see is clouds, windshield wiping all of my heart. Tell me what you want from me, please stay away. I'm not looking for change.
Yeah, nice, dude. I'm stoked for you. I know that you haven't exactly done a whole lot of them, but the vocal performances that I have heard from you are nice. I think you do a good job. I think you match kind of the gloomier, sort of more somber tone of the track. And I like what you've got going on here with the layers as well. It's super cool. The kind of the sort of thick, kind of like heavy room space emo mix that I hear a lot on your vocals works. It sounds good. It's a nice crisp, wide mix. And then your background vocals, a bit of a higher pitch, bit of a higher octave, where you're kind of pushing out a little bit more emotion, interact well with your main vocals here. Do they fight against each other at any point? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but I'm not gonna lie here, man. For one of your kind of initial sort of precedent-setting vocal outings, I did not hear anything glaringly wrong or was like, oh, this is a fucking amateur. You know what I mean? It sounds good. I like the delivery here. I like how you sound on the production, and it's just generally overall a pretty good song. It's well mixed, well performed, well produced. And so maybe off the top of my head, I don't have any. I got to work on my mixing a lot. Well, here's the thing: mixing sucks. I love mixing, but it's hard to learn, because there's a lot of really technical things that you kind of have to get down and master before you can start doing the fun stuff. Like, for example, your vocals here. Let's listen to them real quick.
It was a mistake. Turning side streets, getting colder by the lake. Tossing, turning.
There's a certain feel to the vocals. Maybe it's the compression. Maybe it's just how you've got them sort of EQ'd. But think of the difference between the vocals sitting in a beat and sitting on top of a beat. You know what I mean? Without a proper mixing and blend of your vocals kind of matching the aesthetics and the sort of sonic palettes of the production, you run the risk of having your vocals feel like they're just kind of dubbed over a pre-existing instrumental, which they are, but you want them to kind of be embedded a little bit more. You know what I mean? I think one of the biggest things that you have to be okay with, I've said this tons of times on stream, and I'm sure people are tired of hearing it, but one of the most liberating things that you can experience as an artist is coming to terms with the fact that your vocals do not always have to be the loudest thing on the mix, right? People want their vocals to be the loudest thing on the mix because, hey, I'm the one singing. I want to be heard. I want people to hear what I'm saying. They will. They don't have to be the highest decibel peak for that to be achieved. And so when you approach mixing, think, how are my vocals? Not just how are the melodies sound, am I in key? Think about how your vocals are interacting with the beat, interacting with the instrumental, interacting with the other parts of the song. It sounds good though. I mean, it really does. Like you've got a decent mix here. You've got a good vocal performance, and your writing is nice. But where can it be improved? Just hammer in the basics. Hammer in your vocal confidence. Hammer in your ability to do a very basic mix, compression, EQ, your room space, how you're, very, very simple stuff. You master it, every mix is going to sound clean as shit. Anyways, my cat is rolling across my keyboard. I gotta fix that. Anyways, I would love to hear more vocal work from you, Carter. And I can only see you improving. What am my cat? Okay. Big fan, big guy. I got my cat out of the way. He was so cool with it. He was such a chill guy about it. Super understanding. Anyways, let's do it. Hell yeah. All right, while I talk about this song, I want a big announcement. Everybody listen up. If you're watching the stream, listen up, listen up, listen up. If you are here, have not been played, have not heard your song, you are here, let me know. Let me know. Now is the time to let me know right now in the chat. Let me know, okay? Keep that in mind. This is awesome. You know, I love your use of I've expressed. Can I still run it out? Absolutely. Chimera Crash, I gotcha. Can I still? Yeah, go ahead. But here's the thing, I've talked in the past about how I like your you know, this idea of taking like UK grime and taking other hip hop genres and sort of injecting them into these big massive dubstep and electronic tracks. This track, you get a little bit less. I mean, sure, you have the vocal samples and the vocal chops here, but they're not really emphasized by the beat. They're not really contextualized by it. They're just sort of blending in as a part of it, because the instrumental, for the most part, this song for the most part, it leans heavily towards instrumental rather than accentuating those vocals, and I love it. I think it's great. Some of my favorite production from you. I love you know, the high danceability. It's got this nice intensity. I love how heavy these kicks sound. I feel like I can feel them in my chest with each one. And I like your melodies here a lot. This is super cool. I think you've got a lot of control over your production here. It's swirling, chaotic, bright and textured, but it's not out of control. It's still a very controlled environment in which you're hosting all this. It's heavy kicks on your chest. That's what I'm saying. But it sounds awesome. Honestly, I like your use of the vocals, but like I said, it's not my favorite like part of the song. Normally, I feel like I focus on them a lot more. But this is awesome. I think this is really cool. And then up next was definitely made beat first. Yeah, sure. And like I said, I like when you do the UK grime stuff, but this is a little bit different from that. And I like the kind of direction that you took with this. I like how you're emphasizing other aspects. And up next, melmige catchphrase, dude. I say it so much. I'm just like, I'm next. I say that because I'm stalling, right? Because where I keep everything random to try to at least stay a little bit fair. I don't know who's up next, so I'm like, I'm next, and meanwhile in my other monitor I'm just like, eeny meeny miny mo, you know what I mean? Anyways, so we've got a King track, Lay Me to Rest, or a music video, my bad, a King music video, Lay Me to Rest. Let's do it. Do I have to recrop this, or is it gonna look fine? How much of this are we missing here? I need to like resize for YouTube, where I got my new monitor and it's fucked up all my like resolutions and sizes and stuff for the stream.
How can I say this? Don't wanna see things end. Stuck in my bed. Maybe if I close my eyes and rest, I could explain it. Things that you just said. While you upset, I didn't say nothing to you yet.
King, question for you. Really emotional, hard-hitting song. Have you ever taken off that wife beater? Is it just attached to you like the Venom symbiote? I have a closet. Oh, you live for it. Okay. Well, that's an excuse. Zale, thank you so much. I got you up next. Bro's fucking yoked. Yeah, actually he is. He looks like a Baki character. King's closet is full of 500 identical wife beaters. Absolutely. Nothing less. You seen the B movie? Where he's like, oh, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Ooh, yellow and black. I'll have that one. You know how Jerry Seinfeld sounds? It's the Wooka. Can I submit? You absolutely can. I would actually love it if you did, and I highly encourage you to. Can I submit another one? As of now, no. I typically don't do multiple submissions just for the sake of brevity and fairness. But we will see. Probably not, though, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. Clueless, I'm not sure that your link came through. I'm just seeing a title in my DMs. Maybe try to resend it. You're good. Amateur boxer, you and Oni Boy would get along. Oni Boy's all about martial arts. Okay. Oh, this song gracefully fades out. I'm gonna get this Zale track pulled up, which I'm very excited for. The last Zale song I heard, I thought was fucking gorgeous. So, hey, you know what? That's funny. I had a 2008 Kia Sportage before the transmission blew up on me. And I had a radio very similar to this in that bad boy. King, I love this. I really appreciate, you know what? I'll say, and this is not even exclusive to this song. It's kind of an overarching, Jesus Christ, an overarching theme to your tracks is that I appreciate that you give the song time to breathe. You're establishing the precedent. You're letting the song kind of slowly swell up in energy and emotion. And I think that the payoff is always very satisfying. Your delivery here, for the most part, it kind of has this jagged harshness to it, this sort of emotional desperation in it that I think is really, really great. And I think it really stands out and really sets itself apart from the otherwise kind of gentle, more low-key production. Now, I think that all is kind of a setup to this sort of culmination, this energetic climax that you have here towards the end. And I think that because you give the song time to kind of like establish its atmosphere and kind of sit within that for a little bit, the payoff is just that much more satisfying. I like the kind of abrasive drums on here. I like the distortion. That kind of like like I said, like abrasive sort of blown out sound, I think does a good job of reflecting the emotions of the track. I think it's well produced, well delivered, and I like the music video as well. I like the heavy, like magenta kind of like tint that is on everything. I think it's a nice touch. Feels very DIY, which I love. This is a great track, man. And then next up, I gotta stop doing that. Shout out Zale for the donation. We've got Bunker Boy. Let's do it. I do enjoy having a music video. It's just something to look at while I listen. It's fun.
What? It's another gorgeous day, but I'm underground. Just a happy bunker boy. Solitude I must enjoy. You've been gone for such a long time. I don't miss you, but I'm alright. Who's the one smiling now? Oh, it's me, you're dead. Back to all I had to survive. Angles coming fast that night. Made it when the bombs arrived. And that's why I'm alive in your dust. It's another gorgeous day, but I'm underground. Just a happy bunker boy. Just a happy bunker boy. It's another gorgeous day, but I'm underground. Just a happy bunker boy. Solitude I must enjoy. It's another gorgeous day, but I'm underground. Just a happy bunker boy. Just a happy bunker boy.
A 3-minute excuse to use lasers. Like the air raid siren too. So many siren choices, it was daunting. There is a lot to go after, you know. You know, you've got your run-of-the-mill air raid sirens, evokes a sense of urgency, a sense of imminent danger. You know, but then you have your, you have your emergency service vehicle sirens, which imply a sense of going somewhere, maybe with that same urgency, but your movement, there's movement involved. A ground up, I love how the song is produced. I love these kind of like staccato string arrangements here. They feel very sharp. I love how kind of like lush and elegant they also feel. There's a bit of whimsy injected into all the production here, all over the place. And I like your delivery as well, because the delivery feels, you know, because you have this narrative here, you know, it says in the description, what if an antisocial person was the last person on earth, but it'd be heaven? And then in the lyrics, you know, you have that kind of narrative laid out. And so because it's so narrative heavy, because there's this emphasis on selective isolation, and in turn that isolation paying off in some way, You know, on the surface level narrative, it's like, oh, I survived and you didn't because I was in a bunker, but you know, in a maybe more of emotional aspect, it's kind of like this sort of desired payoff of a self-inflicted isolation. It's like, look, you know, I might have boxed myself away and hidden away, but it worked out in the end for me in some degree. But I love the vocal delivery kind of in line with that narrative, because the delivery here is very theatrical. You know what I mean? I did musical theater as a kid. I did a lot of musicals. And there's a particular emphasis on the delivery of words when telling a narrative and when trying to evoke very in the moment emotion, that I think that you capture here. Just a happy bunker boy. Dude, I'm just a happy bunker boy. And I think this kind of bouncy, whimsical vocal delivery, it feels very theatrical. It kind of just sort of helps emphasize the fact that you're pushing a narrative here, like a fictional, linear narrative. And it's a cool sound. I like it. I like it a lot. And I think the production here really shines. I think the characterization and style of your vocals only further, you know, emphasizes the cover art's, you know, fucking awesome too. I love this. This looks great. But yeah, it's a cool sound. And I appreciate that you essentially give the second half of the track just as this sort of showcase of sounds. I really, really love it. The production on here, especially on this back half of the track, is pretty brilliant. I think it's a lot of fun. I love it, and I'll probably check out the rest of this project. We listened to Orbit last time, I think, and I loved it as well. You're a fucking incredible producer. Anyways, up next, got to get a melmige feature someday. I have been rapping over lo-fi and boom bap beats for a long time now, but hey, listen, I will do whatever you want. If you want to get me on some flower bass, I'll make it work. I'm an adaptable kind of versatile guy. I can adapt to my surroundings. But yeah, no, for real, fantastic work. I love it. I think it's so much fun. Next, dude, I gotta stop. Why do I do that? I never noticed I did that so much. Do I do that before every song? Do I say? It's like you know, I'm like a sleeper agent, and that's like my code that I'm forced to repeat to keep me in a trance-like state. You know, until I hear my activation code, and then, you know, I go, you know, commit crimes against the state. Who knows? Low key, yes, like an auctioneer. Yeah. But anyways, up next we've got Lee Corvus with "Does It Ever Get Better," produced by Never Forever. Yeah, speaking of lo-fi production, bring back the Spotify DJ. Yeah, dude, I did that Spotify DJ bit right on stream, and it was a smash hit. Everybody loved it. They thought it was hilarious, and everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, you sound so much like DJ X." And then I was with Rose the next day. Used to be Lacarnas. Gotcha. Okay, cool. And I was explaining how I did the bit to my girlfriend, and I couldn't replicate. I couldn't do it. I was like, "Oh, and like I did like this," and I just couldn't get the voice right. The first time I did it, my voice was spot on, perfect impersonation. But I couldn't get it right the second time, so she was just staring at me, unflinching, unsmiling, as I like choked through this bit that I was massively failing. And I did it for about 20 seconds before I was like, just forget it. Just pretend that none of this happened. The Spotify DJ possessed. Yeah, DJ X possessed me. Is that his name? DJ X? What's up? It's your DJ X. Yeah, that's yeah. Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's do it.
Facing myself is so hard, I know. Spoke with your being, said I wanna drown. I hope you would help me. What if I bleed? Is that you should know? I just want to know. Did I ever get better than this? I'm sick of the weather again. I'm not a monster, I swear that the time I talk to my doctors and I'll fix my mind. I fucked up and lost it, I'm still wasting time. I'll search every option so I know why and how I can. 'Cause you don't love me like you did again.
It alerts us to pay attention to the next song. Not a bad point. I'll continue to do it. I've been validated in that, so I will now continue to do it. Slowcore vibes. Amen, brother. I don't know. When I think slowcore, I think like, or I guess maybe that's like slacker rock, slowcore, all these terms. My little brother makes slowcore. Tell him to submit some shit. Say, hey, hop on Melmige Monday. I love slowcore. I love it. One of my favorite songs of the year, I included it on the top 100 of 2024 list, was a "Dying for Certain" song cut from the stem, super slowcore kind of like lo-fi rock track, and it was awesome. I thought it was great. Gotta get him in here next week. Yeah, absolutely. Tell him to do it. But no, I think this is great. I love the super solemn kind of tone to this. Never Forever's production is you know, he's a producer that I'm familiar with, and I think he does a great job with these like super kind of, hey Vales, these super somber like guitar plucking and lo-fi productions. The lack of drums here only reinforces and emphasizes how bleak the track is. But with how weary and gloomy the tone of your vocals is, the sort of destructive emotions and actions in the writing here, you do a good job of setting up this atmosphere that is super just like cold and dark, and it's you know, you do a really great job with it. I Was Wasted. Hey man, nothing like a little bit of liquid confidence to bring out those emotions and get the creative juices flowing. But yeah, this is killer. I love it. Now up next, this is a little bit of a backstory. I was talking to Vales the other day, and I recently did a song with Vales. One of the first features I had done in a long time, and it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with it. And so Vales was like, hey, you know, I'd love to do another one. I'd love to do another song soon. And I was like, yeah, I would too. You know, just, you know, if you ever have anything. And so Vales was like, actually, I think I have something for you right now. And so we have got Paper Dream by Vales featuring Devin's World and melmige. Little Mel feature. I don't do a lot of features. This is a big deal. And so, as the description here says, a song about reversing the roles of being a gold digger. So, not a song about maybe dating one. It's a song about being one. And so we've made this, and I love it. I have been listening to it myself, absolutely nonstop, and we're gonna share it tonight. It's a fucking banger, man. Dude, I love this song so much. I'm cracking up. It's so good. And Vales kills it.
Hot stopper, but I wouldn't let her drop the app. Money flipper, we be counting figures
out
on my
this
map.
Friday.
10 high, 6-0, now she on the feet. I'm only with her cause I'm a gold digger with a paper dream. Spring and bank back to the building like it's money heist. I've never seen the highest I can, babe, I live my life. Reverse the roll, see the Rolls Royce on the driveway. Pull up speeding 97 on the highway. Yes, I make money, but not a lot. And she just splashed out on an allotment. She bought the block. Ain't no Vin Diesel, I'm not furious, but I'm fast at acting right, man. She's so delirious. Told my baby, watch my profit go, we go together. She be telling all her friends that I'm the change for better. But I'm bringing thunderstorms like told us to the weather. Cause I'll be cashing and crashing out to see me do better. Heart stopper, but I wouldn't let her drop the act. Money flipper, we be counting figures on my map. 10 high, 6-0, now she on the feet. I'm only with her cause I'm a gold digger with a paper dream.
10 figures, take me 10 minutes. Hair spinning, rent's due, and I got 10 minutes. Wifey got the paper, she did everything her friends didn't. Yeah, my time is running out, I need these gems and riches. Yeah, what you gonna do about it? I got paper to spend, don't make a hoopla about it. Call me up if you need someone to lend a hand. I got time to waste, and I got paper to spend.
I got paper to spend, cash was everything, but don't lose your soul. In the chase for the green, gotta keep control. That's a game of chess.
face, and we're playing our role with each move. Calculated, we're reaching our goal. She counting digits, but it's more than just a cash. Building legacy, she here to make a splash. With the gold digger's eyes shine like a flash. In the struggle for success, gotta keep it brass. So she a heart stopper, but I wouldn't let her drop the act. Money flipper, we been counting figures on my Mac. 10 high, 6 0, now she on the feet. I'm only with her cause I'm a gold digger with a big
I stand behind her at the register, flipping 50s for the bill, tipping 25% and swiping debit for the meal. Pitching dinner date ideas, but she be picking where it's at, cause I provide a ride and company and she supplies the racks. Hundreds on hundreds on hundreds, I need a taste of it. A couple dozen hundreds isn't enough, but then she raises it. And while you crunching numbers last minute when you late on rent, I'm giggling in bed playing on my new Nintendo Switch. I'm shameless, you can't admit you fucking hate this. Jealousy, I'm sleeping and you waking up for paychecks. My job pays less, but I don't care. My income disposable as long I got her near. You might be thinking, what's the situation if I break your heart and lose my beautiful angel investor? And gotta start from rock bottom, no allowance, no counsel, no interest. She finally get bored of me, my wages back to minimum. Fuck, I'm on a fuck.
This is like my favorite feature I've done. I don't do a lot of them. I do not do a lot of features. I've done like 3 in the past year. But I mean, I love this song. I think that Vales fucking kills it. I think that Devin kills it. And I think that I did a pretty good job myself. I'm very excited for it. I can't thank Vales enough for asking me to hop on. And it is out this Friday. So on Friday, you guys know what to do. Go run this song up. I literally, Vale sent it to me. I was downstairs on my couch in my robe, like my house robe, playing guitar. Vale sent me the file, and I just wrote it right there on the couch. I went upstairs and recorded it. It was like a 30-minute process. I was so inspired. I didn't have to think about it. But yeah, I can't emphasize how much I love this song. And I would do a million songs with Vales if he asked me to. Anytime Vales asked me to do a song, I would do it. But yeah, I had to share. Fantastic. And then up next we've got Naughty Hero. So hold on, what the fuck? What? Oh, I see. Okay, right there. This right called Bad Month. Bad Month. Let's do it. Me, Big Wappa, and Homage. Okay, cool. My boys. I miss you guys already, by the way.
I think of a wish as I'm pouring up a styrofoam. Told myself some things I'm confident that no one else knows. Know I had a bad month, baby, but I'm not suicidal. Let it keep it low key, fucking with the blinds closed. Remember when you told me to be wherever I go? Know I had a bad month, baby, but I'm not suicidal. I don't hate you, I just hate myself. I can't be see-through, then I play myself. What I'm wearing you will be able to find on a shelf. It's apparent that none of this is good for my health. Let it talk, I just hope that one day they'll listen. If I walk out, it's cause I'm tired of the bitching. I'm in D, or I love God, so I'm a Christian. I guess DJ, oh yeah, I don't geekin'. I love you, but that's why I'm tweaking. I drink a bottle and I'm going on the deep end. This love can't dodge that feeling, so I'ma try to keep it. Think about us before you treat me like that. She's praying just for me to unpack. She's lying, but she's trying to my life. Keep on wishing for something that I'll never get back. I think of a wish as I'm pouring up the styrofoam. Told myself some things I'm confident that no one else knows. Know I had a bad month, baby, but I'm not suicidal. Let it keep it low key, fucking with the blinds closed. Remember when you told me to be wherever I go? Know I had a bad month, baby, but I'm not suicidal.
Nice. I really do love this a lot, man. I like, because typically when I hear your music and the songs that you make, they are these grandiose kind of like cinematic, heart-wrenching ballads in a way, kind of an isolated sound. Your vocals are the main emphasis here with these big crooned melodies and then super impactful sort of decrepit narratives in the lyrics. But this is a bit of a switch up. You here you're kind of leaning a bit more into the conventions of like that late wave of emo rap with these nice kind of like soft synth melodies and then the trap drums here, and I like it a lot. I think it's a good context to hear you in. And I think you sound good with this. You kind of get the best of both worlds, being that the song is nice to listen to. It's a pleasant mix in production, and it's catchy, but you're not sacrificing any of that lyricism or emotional impact that I'm used to hearing from you. This is a really cool song, man. I think you do it well. And it's also just kind of like a nice, short and sweet little track, barely over 2 minutes. You establish the vibe, you let it ride for a little bit, then you pull out just as quickly. It's awesome. I love this. Okay. I've got Camaro Crash with Back Then. And then I've also got Clueless with Nowhere to Go. All right. That's 2 songs right there. Despite the music I make, I'm also really into underground shit like this vibe, plug and B and shit like that. Well, I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, I think it's important to establish a sound that is uniquely and consistently your own and persist upon it until you have developed it into something refined and dynamic. But also at the same time, it's important to remain eclectic in your influence and not let yourself be boxed in, you know. I appreciate being able to deviate a little bit away in different directions when you feel it's necessary, keep things fresh, and also experience and try out new things. You know, it's an important thing to do. And also, you know, sometimes you just like multiple things. You know what I mean? I love hip hop so much more than anything, and it's what I've been making for years. But I started a full band project because I wanted to experience other avenues and other sounds, other genres. You know, so. But anyways, I've got Camaro Crash, and then I've got Clueless. And if you're here, as long as you're having fun with it, I mean, yeah, that's true. As long as you're having a good time and enjoying it, I guess that's really all that matters. Or I don't guess. I know. You know, that's the important thing here. But that being said, I got these 2 songs, and then after that, if you're here and have not been played, we'll get to you. And then if not, we will go ahead and end it there. So if you're here, have not been played, now is the time to let me know. Speak now or forever hold your peace, because we might be wrapping up here soon. Let's do it. I'll have to come back and read all that later. Or actually, is it going to be up for a little bit? I don't know why I just assumed that it was going to disappear, you know. Oh, I'm kind of blocking it a little bit. Oh, this is the lyrics. I didn't even realize. I thought it was just like an accompanying sort of thing. Reminds me a little bit of Gymnastics, if anyone is familiar. You know what's interesting here about the song is, well, first of all, I love it. I think it's great. But the production here, it's this over the top metallic, abrasive swirl of distorted melodies and blown out percussion, and it feels very tense and eerie and almost kind of leaning into a couple like digi horrorcore aesthetics, at least in the sound of it, right? Where it feels so tense and erratic and urgent in its production. But what's interesting about that presentation is a lot of the vocal melodies here kind of feel like alt rocky, you know what I mean? Like there's something kind of like alt rock and kind of conventional and grounded about the vocal melodies in the second half of the track, especially when you have these whirring and slick guitar riffs. They're buried under distortion, but the defining and like discernible melodies in the guitar are there, you know. And so you kind of have this sort of like subtle influence from other genres underneath that brash kind of like breakcore inspired distortion, and it ends up being really cool. I like how intense the song is. I like how kind of like jagged and frantic and like frenetic the lyricism is in some cases, especially this sort of spoken intro. This is a really cool sound, man. Really cool song, and I like the visualizer as well. Simple but effective. This is cool. Thank you very much. Yeah, no problem. I would love to hear more from you. I don't think that we've played you on stream before. So as far as I'm aware, this is going to be the last song of the night with Clueless. And then after that, don't leave just yet. We've got your channel announcements that are very important and might be very fun to listen to. So if you care at all about the channel. So let's do Clueless. Then I'll talk for like 5 minutes and we'll leave. I don't think I have anything to show myself. I gotta go for tonight, fellas. Hey, have a good night. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'm needed on right. Hell yeah, I like this concept a lot. This is super cool. And on a high note with this one, I'm gonna have to agree. I love these visuals here in the warehouse. I think they're a lot of fun. I like how intense they are. I like the sort of composition and the environment that you've got this shot in. And I like the production a lot. I like how distorted and over the top it is. I like your vocals. If this is a concept, I would love to hear maybe a finished product that is longer, maybe perhaps, because honestly the sound feels fleshed out, it feels explored, and it doesn't feel incomplete in any way, in terms of mixing and in terms of vocals and stuff. This is really cool. I like this a lot. I think some really cool visuals accompanied by some really brash, interesting production and vocals. This is awesome, dude. I love this. Streaming. Oh, okay. Couldn't figure out how to extend it. Honestly, I mean, I like it at a minute long, honestly. It feels very succinct and concise, which is honestly good on its own. But yeah, this is awesome. I love this. This is so cool. But yeah, I think that'll be it, guys. Thanks so much for being here tonight. And why does it go straight to Zoltar? Thanks so much for being here tonight. It's been a lot of fun, as always, and I appreciate you guys for being here. So channel announcements, the weekly songs videos, the video I posted once a week showcasing releases for that week should be returning this week, right? I took a break for the month of December to gather my top 100 of the year list, and then I kind of got used to being on a break from making them, and I didn't make any for January. So I'm going to try to get those back in gear. I know that those are the most community-oriented videos that I do. The streaming is the most obviously community-oriented thing that I do, but those videos are kind of next up, showcasing new releases, so I would like to get back to those. Video essays on the way, of course. I've been working on one for a while now to follow up Nostalgia Music and You, but I cannot emphasize enough how much I love that video, and it's really hard for me to move on from that video. It's 40 minutes of some of the most well-articulated emotions that I've had. But there's also interviews coming up as well. I've got 2 interviews that I'm kind of getting together now that I think will be really cool and insightful with artists that I think are very talented. And then I've been steadily releasing my mixtape. Well, that's all fucking private. I've been steadily releasing my mixtape If I Sit Down. And I've got 4 more songs in the chamber, I think, for If I Sit Down. Yeah, I've got 4 more on the way. I've just been drip feeding them instead of releasing it all at once. What are your other topics? I'm doing a YouTube video on subgenres, which I know seems like too broad of a topic to develop a concise like abstract on. But I think that I'm approaching the topic in a way that is not only relevant to the underground, but also it won't be a 10-hour long video. You know what I mean? I have a very specific point to make with that video that I think so far I've gotten across efficiently. I made a video essay about parasocial relationships in music, but I trashed it, not because it was bad or anything. I kind of, I don't know, I wrote like 20 pages and I kind of lost passion in the subject. Maybe I lost confidence in my ability to be a voice on that matter, but I'm much more confident in the subgenres video. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, that's about it. I don't really think I have anything to share. I shared that feature I did for Veils, and that was fun. I released a new song with Brecken, Lie for a Lie. Released that a couple of days ago, and I think it's a lot of fun. Nice little Hiroshima production. Do I have anything that I can share? I don't think I do. Actually, you know what? I guess I'll share this. It's a old track that's been integrated into the album. So different for you. Actually, was very different for me. Yes, but I had a good time with it. We'll play this one and then. I planned on trashing this, and then I was like, oh, you know, it actually kind of fits on the album because I started working on the album later on.
Anachronistic and nostalgia, neurotic and depression. Act as if I'm still in college, seems I'm yet to learn my lessons. So antagonistic, press against myself, kept passing judgment, falling backwards into habits passed along inside my blood. Bubble up, pent up aggression, I got used to how I coped over the precedent and tone. The habit set 2 homes ago, except depressive episodes by turning clocks and vacant roles evolved the body compromise by contact even in my home. Fucks up with that. Adapt into the pain just for it to adapt back, to pass on help, attack conclusions, soon to be in solitude, a stack of abstract and distorted views to make all feelings new, brute force a mood to set in, that expect to still have leverage, when I push against the pressure, problem child since suspension, not attention, what I'm looking for is something more archaic, some ascension into static, something primitive and angry, something delicately haunting that could cleanse my rugged hands, some meticulous restructure of my legs and how they stand, some release attention, tightly wound, stop ripping at my skin to skip past rituals of breathing in until it seems to fix. This shit's a little scary, I'll admit it. So articulate with scripts, but otherwise not listening. Psyche slippery, I twitch again. Keep washing those hands, achieve that mental cleanliness.
And second verse is a secret. I don't actually care, but you know. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. That'll be it. We will end stream now. Thank you all for submitting. Thanks to those that donated, and I'll see you all next Monday where we do the same thing again. Bye bye.